Hello everyone. So I guess you're here because you want to do a quick revision on income and expenses. So in case you want to go through some practice questions with me, please take a look at please prepare these N-level question papers. I will go through them. Okay, so please prepare these N-level papers. But first, let me do a very quick summary, all right? Let me do a very quick summary on revenue and, income and other and expenses. So basically, we have to understand when we record, what are the accounting theories related to income. So the first accounting theory is the revenue recognition theory. You can only consider to have earned the income when you have delivered the goods or perform the services. So if you have not delivered the goods and you have not performed the service, then you have not earned the income. Right? The second accounting theory is accrual basis of accounting. Accrual basis of accounting says that only when your business transaction has occurred, has happened, all right, then you can record it. So it does not matter whether or not you have received cash. So if you have received cash, but you have not carried out your work, then no, you have not earned your income, because the critical point is, have you done the work? You haven't done the work, so you haven't earned the income. All right. Now, what are the key items that happen in a income or expense? What are some of the key transactions that happen in relation to income and expenses? So usually the first thing that happens at the beginning of the year is if or when there is an adjustment, all right, when there's a reversal, we reverse last year's adjustment. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Another key thing that happens is when there is a payment, when your customer pay the business. At the end of the year, we adjust for income received in advance or income receivables, because maybe we have done the work, but people haven't paid us, or we haven't done the work, but people have paid us. And finally, we transfer the earned income or revenue to the income summary. All right, so these are the key things that happen. Now I'm just going to skip forward a little bit and talk about expenses. And then after that, I will go through the questions. So with expenses, why should you record expense? You record expense to follow the account matching theory. You want to make sure that your expenses are matched to your income in the same period, so that you can determine your correct profit. All right. But do I need to record my expenses if I haven't paid for them? The answer is, well, it depends on whether you have used the expenses. So yes, if you have used the services, or if you have used the expenses, then accrual basis of accounting says that you must record them, because the business activity has occurred. You have already used the expenses, you have used the services, so it has occurred. So even if you have not paid for it, you must still record it. All right. So they are fairly similar to income. The main kind of expense transactions are quite similar. There is a reversal, there is a payment, there is an adjustment at the end of the year for expense payable and prepaid expense, and there is a transfer of your used expenses to your income summary. Okay, and with that, I am just going to change my screen again and start revising start going through some of the papers. All right. But again, just because you will use this term, I will use these terms very frequently. I just want to remind us, what does it mean if we say we have used an expense? So if we have used an expense, it means that we have incurred the expense, and we will record this as a increase. We will record it as a plus, right? But if we have not used the expense yet, then no, we cannot record this as a plus. We should record it as a minus, even though we have paid for it. Finally, what if I've used for it but I haven't paid it? But the key point is, have you used it? The answer is yes, you have used it. So if you have used it, then yes, you should record it as a plus. Then what about income? Again, the key question is, have you earned it? So yes, I have done the work, I have earned it. Then you should record it as a plus. But if you have not earned it yet, even though your customer pay you, as long as you haven't earned it yet, you should record it as a minus because you have not earned it yet. Finally, what if I've earned it but I haven't received the money? The key point is, have you earned it? Have you done the work? If the answer is yes, you have done it, then you should record it as an earned income. All right. Now, I just want to highlight some things under expenses and income. So if you have not yet used an expense, but you have already paid for it, so typically we refer to this as prepaid expenses. If you have already used the expense, but you haven't paid for it, we refer to this as an expense payable. And for income, the names are a little bit longer. If you have not earned the income yet, right? You haven't earned the income yet, then it's a income received in advance. I just put RIA, income received in advance. But if you have earned the income, but I have not received it, I done the work, but I haven't received it, then it's called a income receivable. It's like trade receivable. All right. Now, there is a difference though between the treatment for all these items, the prepaid expenses, expense payable, income received in advance, income receivable. There's a difference in treatment between the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. But it will help you a lot if you keep asking yourself, when was this expense used? Was it used last year or was it used this year? When was this income earned? Was it earned last year or was it earned this year? All right. So at the beginning of the year, you do have to consider what happened last year. It's like what happened last summer, but no, what happened last year end. Did you use the income or do you use the expense last year end? Or do you use it this year? All right. If it's an income, then you need to consider, did you earn the income last year end? Or did you earn the income this year? All right. So this is some considerations you need to look at or you need to think of when you're looking at the beginning of the year. Well, if you're looking at the end of the year, then we will ask ourselves, did I use the income or did I use the expense or did I earn the income at the end of the year? Yes or no? Then I adjust accordingly. All right. So this is the key things that we need to ask ourselves. When was it used? When was it earned? So I'm going to go straight to 2021 paper 2. And if you don't have 2021 paper 2 in front of you, you might want to pause the video now and go look for it. In 2021 paper 2, question 3, you are told that Idris has a business and her business ends on the year end is 31st of March. And they do give you 1st of April, which is the beginning of the year, as well as 31st of March, which is the end of the year. And you can see that there are balances for prepaid rent expense and commission received in advance. They also tell you that rent expense will be paid by check, right? And they also tell you your commission income is received by bank transfer. And then what they want you to do is to calculate the amount of rent expense. So you're going to just focus on rent expense first. All right, so just focusing on rent expense, we want to take a look at this prepaid rent expense at the beginning of the year. Now, we need to remember, if I have a prepaid rent expense at the very beginning of the year, it means that this is actually last year's prepaid rent expense. All right, it is actually last year's prepaid rent expense. It is not this year's prepaid rent expense. It is last year's prepaid rent expense. I paid but not used. Last year I paid and I did not use it. So the question is, when am I going to use it? You will probably use this year. You will use it this year. And since you are going to use it this year, you will need to record a plus in front of the 190. All right? You will need to record this as a plus because I will use it this year. Okay? But at the end of the year, I also realized I have a prepaid rent expense. So this one I paid already, but not used. So the key point here is that it is not used. And if it's not used, when are you going to use it? I'm going to use next year, right? And if it's not used, then are you going to plus or are you going to minus? We will need to minus it from prepaid, from the rent expense. We need to minus it because I haven't used it yet. All right. And I'm just going to remember these two, and I am going to use it in my answer at the bottom, rent expense over here. And I'm just going to paste it in so that I don't forget. So I have 190 minus 230. Okay. So this is my prepaid rent expense first. These two numbers only. But I also know here that, look, prepaid rent expense was paid by check. And if I pay something by check, what is a double entry? I record a minus bank and I record a plus expense. I record a minus bank and plus expense. And since I'm going to increase my expense, I am going to record it as plus 12200. minus 230 plus 12200. Okay, so my final rent expense is 12160. Yes. So this is rent expense. What about commission income? What about commission income? Let's take a look at commission income. In this case, commission income at the beginning of the year, meaning it's actually last year's commission income, right? So last year's received in advance. I received the money already, but have I worked? No, I haven't done the work yet. Work not done. And since the work is not done, when will work be done? Work done this year. Okay, I'm going to do my work, do the work this year. And since I will be doing the work this year, I will be recording a plus in front of the number because I will do the work this year. All right. What about commission income received in advance at the end of the year? At the end of the year, I actually receive money, but not done work. All right, I have not done the work yet. When are you going to do the work? The work done next year. So since the work done is next year, I am going to record it as a minus. All right, because I have not done the work now. I will only do it next year. So I record this as a minus. Okay. And so I'm going to use these two numbers in my calculation for commission income. So commission income, here we are. Okay. And what am I doing now? I am going to calculate my commission income. And here is my commission income. After that, I am going to record a commission income received by bank transfer. Can you see here? My commission income that I received by bank transfer. I will record that as a plus because more commission income. And then I'm going to add it all together. 1200 minus 1650 plus 78. Yeah. So here are my calculations. All right. Now, where will these items be recorded? Of course, prepaid rent expense is going to be recorded in current asset, and commission received in advance is going to be recorded in current liability because I have taken people's money, but I have not done the work. All right. So this is the first question for 2021. Next, I will go through 2020, paper 1, question 1. I have done this. And I am going to I'm going to go through this questioning. So you can go and prepare this question now. Okay, everyone. So we're going to do our second question next, and I hope this is the last. I think I'll make it the last since I cannot already. So this is the last question that we are going to do. 2020 question 1, paper 1 question 1. Okay, paper 1 question 1. So Mirabel runs an advertising agency. Her office pays rent, and she provides the following information in the beginning of the year. As at, let me see, as at 1st June, what's the year end? 1st of August, 2019. So this is the following information presented on 1st of August 2019. There was some prepaid expense, there was some commission expense receivable. During the year, the business paid some rent by check in 2 equal installments, and the business also received some commission income on these 2 days, both by check. And on the last day of the year, they had some prepaid expense and some commission income for the year. So the first thing they ask you is calculate the rental expense. So I'm going to highlight or turn everything that is rent into blue so that I don't get confused. So only all these that's really in blue in color now is rent. So firstly, I'm going to consider this rental expense right here. Okay, this prepaid rental expense. What is the prepaid expense? This prepaid expense is at the beginning of the year. So a prepaid expense at the beginning of the year is actually last year's prepaid expense. Have you used it last year? It was paid last year, but not used last year. Okay, it was paid last year, but not used last year. So when are you going to use it? You're going to use it this year. Okay, you are going to use it this year. And because we are going to use it this year, we will record this as a plus. It will increase our expenses. All right, so our expense incurred equals to plus $650 because it was last year's prepayment, have not used, I will use it this year. Next, I have 2 more pieces of information or 1 more piece of information I need to consider. There was a rental paid, all right? So you paid rent by check and it is 2 equal installments of $1,450. So 650. And by now we know when we pay for rent, right? We record rent expense plus, we also record bank minus, right? So we're going to record this rental expense plus right now. Okay, so I'm going to record plus 1450 plus 1450. Okay, next one and the last piece of information I need to consider is at year end. So this is EOY, year end of year. At the end of the year, the rental expense amounts to 550. So what is this rental expense at the end of the year? Paid. At the end of the year, I have paid, but not used. The key point is that it's not used. And because I have not used it yet, I need to minus it away. I haven't used it, so I'm going to minus 550. And therefore, my rental expense for the year is $3,000. Okay? Okay, the next example, commission income receivable. Commission income receivable, which I am going to turn to red color. All right, I'm going to turn to red color. Yeah. Okay, so firstly, what is a commission income receivable? So last year's receivable means, did you do the work done last year? Work done last year, money not received. That is what it means by a receivable at the beginning of the year. The whole point is that the work was done last year. All right, the work was done last year. So even if you received the money this year, was the work done this year? No, it wasn't. So work not done this year. Key point, important point, work was not done this year. And because work was not done this year, we will record this as a minus. right? We will record as a minus because the work was not done this year. So minus 14140. All right. And then after that, we go and take a look. So business received commission income 2400 and on this date, and 3350 on another date, both by check. And again, by now we know that commission income, when you receive money for commission income, you record commission income plus, you also record a bank plus. You don't record commission income minus, record it as a plus. So these two amounts, you will actually increase your commission income. Okay, you will record your commission income. All right, last piece of information, commission income for the year. What does this commission income for the year? What does it mean by? What is this commission income for the year? Let's see what we are asked to calculate. We're actually asked to calculate a commission receivable. Oh, so they want us to calculate the commission receivable, not the commission that's earned. So they want to know how much receivable there was at the end of the year. Okay, so let's take a look now. What does commission income for the year mean? Commission income for the year means the entire year, the maximum amount that you will earn for commission income is this amount, 6,500. You will not earn more, you will not earn less. You will earn exactly $6,500. All right, so commission income for the year means that the maximum income that you will earn. The maximum income you will earn is 6,500. So let's just keep that in mind first. And then we will put the rest of the information together. All right. So firstly, I know that because I had a commission income receivable at the beginning of the year, I have to minus 4140. So earn commission minus 4140, right? Minus 4140. And then I also had two pieces of commission income that I received, right? So I will plus 2400, I will plus 3350. At which point in time I will get 1610. At this point in time, I have not earned, sorry, I have received. Incorrect. I have recorded my earned commission. The commission that I have recorded is 1610, right? That is what I have recorded. But then I know that the question tells me that the maximum, the commission income that I earned this year is actually 650. So what does it mean? It means that actually, I haven't received some of the money yet, right? I earned 650, but only received 1610. I only received a small portion of the 650. So what happened to the remainder? Okay, the remainder of 650, 6500 minus 1610. This amount here, I have not received it yet. 4890 not received. Right? I have not received 4890. I have only received a certain portion. So if I have earned this amount, which means I have done the work done, but I have this amount not received. What does it mean? I have done the work, but I have not received the money yet. So the commission income receivable is equals to 4890, where I have done the work and I have not received the income. Okay? So that's B. Let's take a look at another question. So next, prepare the journal entries to close the rental expense incurred. Close the account and close the account for commission. So of course, if you close the account, right, you are closing the amount which is earned and the amount which is used. You close the amount on the last day of the year, September 30th, and you take out from rental. Is it rental? No, is it rental? I think it is. Yes, you take out from rental. All right, the commission rental expense incurred is 3,000. You're going to take out from rental. So rental expense minus away 3,000. And we are going to put it into income summary. So that's rental. Okay, what about commission income? Also minus, right? Now, how much commission income did you earn in a year? So the question tells you that the commission income for the year is 6,005. So you earn 6,005. So commission income minus the commission income is a debit account. And then after that, we transfer it to income summary. All right. So I hope looking at these two questions will help you to kickstart your memory on what to do when there's the income and expense. All the best.